Level 1, the TikTok accident. This is where Gen Z pop stars are born now. Not in studios, not at talent shows, on For You pages at 2 a.m. These artists didn't plan anything. They posted a sound, it caught the algorithm at the right millisecond, and suddenly 40 million people know their chorus. Gayle is the perfect example. ABCDEFU was just a song she posted. Lowercase title, raw vocals, relatable breakup anger. It exploded. Literally went from bedroom to billboard without a traditional rollout. That's the Gen Z way. Accidental virality over industry plans. Pink Pantheress took a 1:30 snippet of a song, threw some jungle beats under it, and broke the internet. Break It Off and Boy's a Liar are barely 2 minutes long. They're not even full songs by traditional standards, but Gen Z doesn't need full songs. They need a vibe that fits between Instagram stories. Renee Rapp went viral on TikTok for singing Snow Angel with her producer at the piano. No studio polish, no fancy setup, just her sitting on the floor in jeans and a t-shirt while he played behind her. Raw emotion, a killer voice, and the kind of stripped down intimacy that makes you stop scrolling. The algorithm said, this one, and boom, pop star. That's how it works now. The difference between this and old school viral, Gen Z artists lean into the chaos. They know it's random. They know it's weird. They meme themselves before anyone else can. Self-awareness is the survival strategy. Level 2, the aesthetic curator. Okay, so they survived the TikTok lottery. Now they need an identity, not just music, an entire vibe. Gen Z pop stars at level 2 understand that you're not selling songs anymore. You're selling a Pinterest board that people want to live inside. Olivia Rodrigo nailed this. Driver's License blew up, but she didn't just ride that wave. She built a whole aesthetic. Suburban sadness, Y2K nostalgia, purple lighting, handwritten lyrics. Her albums feel like film scores to a coming-of-age movie you're the star of. Sour and Guts aren't just albums, they're moods. Conan Gray built his entire career on Tumblr core nostalgia, sad boy in a sweater energy. His music videos look like indie films from 2014. Heather became the internet's official song for unrequited love. He's not the best singer or the most innovative, but he knows exactly what his audience wants to feel. Tate McRae is the bad girl who's actually sad aesthetic. Black outfits, choreography that's TikTok ready but still sharp, lyrics about toxic situationships. She's what you'd get if you asked ChatGPT to design a Gen Z pop star, and somehow it works. This level is all about curation. Every post, every outfit, every song lyric has to fit the narrative. Gen Z doesn't just stream music, they build their identity around it. These artists get that. They're not just musicians, they're lifestyle brands for teenagers with imposter syndrome. Level 3, the collaborator. Here's where things get strategic. Level 3, Gen Z pop stars understand that you don't build a career alone anymore. You need features, remixes, cosigns from bigger artists. It's not selling out, it's survival. Sabrina Carpenter spent years at this level before breaking through. She worked with everyone. Jonas Brothers features, opening for Taylor Swift, acting roles, building relationships. Then, Nonsense happened in 2023 and suddenly all that groundwork paid off. The outros went viral, the collabs made sense, and she leveled up. By 2024's Espresso, she wasn't just a pop star, she was the pop star. Khalid mastered this early. Young, Dumb and Broke got him noticed, but then he featured on everything. Normani's Love Lies, Billie Eilish's Lovely, Marshmello tracks, Disclosure songs. He became the go-to voice for sad Gen Z bops. Smart play, stay relevant by being everywhere. Troye Sivan did this perfectly. He collaborated with Ariana Grande, worked with producers like Jack Antonoff, featured on Charli XCX tracks, and built credibility in the industry while maintaining his own sound. By the time Rush dropped, he had the cosigns and the clout to make it massive. The key here is strategic visibility. Gen Z artists can't just drop music and hope it sticks. They need to be part of the conversation constantly. Features keep you in rotation. Remixes extend your song's life. Collabs introduce you to new audiences. It's chess, not checkers. Alright, we're halfway through, and it only gets better from here. If you're enjoying this breakdown, make sure you're subscribed so you catch every video. Hit that subscribe button real quick. Let's keep going. Level 4, the genre bender. Now we're getting interesting. Level 4 is where Gen Z pop stars stop respecting boundaries. Pop isn't enough. They're mixing hyperpop with country, bedroom pop with R&B, indie with trap. Genre is dead, and these artists are dancing on its grave. Lil Nas X exploded this whole thing open with Old Town Road. Country rap? That wasn't supposed to exist, but it became the longest running #1 ever. Then he dropped Montero, which was pop, rock, hip-hop, and pure chaos. He proved Gen Z doesn't care about genre labels. If it slaps, it slaps. Dominic Fike is impossible to categorize. Three Nights sounds like indie rock, but also hip-hop, but also alternative. His whole vibe is, I don't know what this is, and neither do you. And Gen Z loves that. They don't want to be boxed in, neither does their music. Lynn Lopin went from producer man, indie pop, to rock, to ballads, to experimental stuff. Remy Wolf is psychedelic funk pop, whatever the hell she wants. The point is, there's no point. The genre is vibes. The genre is whatever fits the Spotify playlist algorithm that day. This is what separates Gen Z from millennials. Millennial pop stars picked a lane. Gen Z pop stars burned the lanes down and built a skate park. They grew up with infinite music access. Why limit yourself to one sound when you can do everything? Level 5, the storyteller. This is where Gen Z pop stars become artists with a capital A. They're not just making songs. They're building narratives, creating universes, telling stories that feel painfully personal and universally relatable at the same time. Olivia Rodrigo, yes, again, leveled up here. Sour wasn't just an album, it was a breakup documentary. Every song connected. The music videos told a story. Guts continued that narrative into messy early 20s territory. She's not making random singles. She's building a coming-of-age saga in real time. Conan Gray's Found Heaven was his magnum opus statement on queerness, religion, and identity. It wasn't just bops, it was a thesis. Chappelle Rowan's The Rise and Fall of a Midwest Princess told the complete story of queer awakening and Midwest escape. These aren't just albums, they're memoirs with melodies. Gracie Abrams writes like she's transcribing therapy sessions. Close to You isn't just sad girl music, it's poetry about anxiety, relationships, and the terror of being perceived. Every lyric feels like a secret she's only telling you. Gen Z wants authenticity so badly it hurts. They can smell fake from a mile away. These artists understand that. They're not trying to be relatable, they're actually being vulnerable, and that vulnerability creates a connection that streams and likes can't measure. When a 17-year-old feels seen by your music, you've won. Level 6, the cultural force. Rare air. Level 6, Gen Z pop stars aren't just making music, they're shaping culture, fashion, politics, social movements, internet discourse. Their influence extends way beyond Spotify Wrapped. Billie Eilish is the blueprint. She didn't just change music, she changed what a pop star could look like, sound like, and stand for. Baggy clothes became a statement. Whispering became powerful. She made depression anthems for a generation that grew up in crisis. Then she pivoted with Happier Than Ever and proved she could evolve. She's only 23 and already an icon. Lil Nas X became a cultural phenomenon by being unapologetically himself. He didn't just make hits, he started conversations about queerness in hip-hop, about representation, about trolling the haters into submission. His music videos are events. His tweets go viral. He's playing 4D chess with pop culture. Chappelle Roan went from indie obscurity to queer icon status in one album cycle. Pink Pony Club became an anthem. Her live shows became legendary. She's not just a singer, she's a movement for queer kids in small towns who need someone to look up to. That's cultural force. These artists understand that Gen Z cares about more than music. They care about who you are, what you stand for, what you represent. You can't separate the art from the artist anymore. Level 6 pop stars own that reality and use their platform intentionally. Level 7, the generation definer. This is the peak, the absolute top. Level 7 is for the Gen Z pop star who doesn't just capture the generation, they define it. Their music becomes a soundtrack to an entire era. Their influence is permanent. And honestly, this level is still being written. Taylor Swift might have started millennial, but she's captured Gen Z in a way no one predicted. The Eras Tour became a global phenomenon. Her re-recordings taught a generation about artists' rights. She moved economies, but she's not Gen Z. She's an elder millennial who learned to speak their language. Billie Eilish is the closest we have. She emerged from Gen Z, spoke for Gen Z, and became the voice of Gen Z's collective anxiety and depression. But is she level 7? Maybe. Time will tell if her influence is permanent or just a moment. The truth is, Gen Z's legend hasn't fully emerged yet. The generation is still young. The artist who will define them completely, the Michael Jackson, the Beyonce, the once-in-a-lifetime phenomenon, might be uploading their first TikTok right now. Level 7 isn't about being the biggest artist of the moment. It's about being the biggest artist of the century It's about creating something so massive that your name becomes synonymous with an entire generation's identity. Who will that be? Olivia Rodrigo? Someone we haven't heard of yet? A 12-year-old with a phone and a dream? Gen Z's legend is still being written. And honestly, that's the most exciting part. The throne is empty. Who's gonna take it? And that's the blueprint. From accidental TikTok viral moment to generation-defining icon. If you're into deep dives on how pop culture actually works, how artists blow up, and who's next to change the game, smash that subscribe button. Drop a comment with who you think is gonna claim that level 7 throne, or if you think someone's already there. Thanks for watching. See you in the next breakdown.